Is Bangladesh turning towards Pakistan? A question that has taken the world by storm. It all started when the streets of Bangladesh began to echo with the voices of Gen Z, the new generation, demanding change. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who had been in power for 15 long years, found herself in the eye of this storm. The spark that ignited this flame of unrest was the government's quota system for civil service jobs, seen by many as discriminatory and favoring the supporters of Hasina's ruling party. But the fuel that kept this fire burning was the high unemployment rates and economic challenges that the country was grappling with. The protests, initially peaceful, soon turned violent, leading to fierce clashes with the police. The toll was heavy, with a significant number of casualties reported. The government's response was swift and severe, but it only served to stoke the flames of discontent. Amidst the turmoil, the world watched in disbelief as the unexpected happened. Hasina, the world's longest-serving female head of government, abruptly resigned. The news sent shockwaves around the globe, ending her rule that had been marked by stifling civil freedoms and the use of security forces to suppress dissent. The aftermath of Hasina's resignation was a scene of jubilation for some, and concern for others. An interim government led by Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus took the reins, promising to steer the country towards a brighter future. But the students, the very force that had toppled a government, were not satisfied. They demanded a complete overhaul of the oppressive systems and rejected any military involvement in the new government. The abrupt exit of Hasina ended her 15-year rule and left the world in shock. But with every end comes a new beginning, and only time will tell what the future holds for Bangladesh. The resignation of Sheikh Hasina has left a void in Bangladesh's political landscape. The storming of her official residence by protesters marked a significant turning point in the country's recent history, as the public sentiment of outrage and defiance reached a fever pitch. Jubilant celebrations erupted in the streets, with tens of thousands rejoicing over the end of a 15-year rule, marked by allegations of oppressive governance and stifling of civil liberties. But these celebrations were not without a cost. The weeks of anti-government protests had resulted in nearly 100 deaths and hundreds more injured, as demonstrators clashed with police in their quest for justice. The protesters' demands were clear and resolute. They sought justice for the victims of these clashes, a demand echoing across the nation like a clarion call for change. In the midst of this unrest, Hasina's government resorted to drastic measures. Accusations of sabotage were leveled at the protesters, and in a move that further inflamed tensions, the government cut off mobile internet access in an attempt to quell the unrest. This move, however, only served to amplify the voices of the demonstrators who continued to rally against the government's actions. Yet, even as the dust settles on this dramatic chapter in Bangladesh's political narrative, one thing is clear. The turmoil in Bangladesh is far from over. The resignation of Sheikh Hasina may have marked the end of her rule, but it has also opened the door to a period of uncertainty and change. As the nation grapples with the aftermath of these events, the world watches with bated breath, waiting to see what the future holds for this resilient nation. The world watches as Bangladesh navigates through this political storm. A storm that has caught its close ally, India, in a web of uncertainty. Speculations are rife about the future of Indo-Bangla relations, a bond that has stood the test of time. With the resignation of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, India now faces a quandary regarding its relationship with Bangladesh. The impact of this political upheaval may not be confined to just politics. It has the potential to disrupt trade, shake regional security, and flip the script of foreign policies. India, a key trading partner of Bangladesh, is now left to ponder over the future of its economic ties. Will the interim government continue to foster this relationship, or will there be a shift in dynamics? Further adding to India's concerns is the potential shift of Bangladesh towards China. China, with its expanding influence in South Asia, might see this as an opportunity to strengthen its foothold. This is a speculation that India would rather not entertain given its own strained relations with China. Also in the spotlight is the release of opposition leader Begum Khaleda Zia. Her release could mark a new chapter in Bangladesh's political landscape, a chapter that India will closely monitor. And let's not forget the Hindu community. Their protection has always been a key issue for India, and it is expected to remain so in the post-Hasina era. While the world speculates, the future of Bangladesh remains in the hands of its people. Will it turn towards Pakistan or chart its own course? Only time will tell. As we delve deeper into the aftermath of the resignation, the future of Bangladesh stands at a crossroads. The choices made by the interim government will dictate not only the country's political landscape, but also its international relations. Will Bangladesh lean towards its traditional ally, India, or will it veer towards China, a rising global power? The answer to this question holds significant implications for the balance of power in South Asia. Meanwhile, the release of opposition leader Begum Khaleda Zia adds a new layer of complexity to the situation. Her political stance and potential influence over the interim government could sway the direction of Bangladesh's future. The fate of the Hindu community, a minority group in Bangladesh, also hangs in the balance. Their safety and rights are a matter of concern for India and the international community. Amidst these swirling speculations, one thing remains clear. The future of Bangladesh is in the hands of its people. As they navigate through this tumultuous period, their decisions will shape the country's destiny. Will they turn towards Pakistan, or will they chart their own course? As the world watches with bated breath, only time will reveal the answers. Now, more than ever, the people of Bangladesh are in control of their country's future. Thank you for watching our video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.